Good morning, guys. Welcome to science class. How does temperature affect air movement? That's our topic today. Look at this girl. Have you ever happened this to you? That you feel the air is pushing you? No?
No.
Yes.
The air is so strong that is pushing you and that your hair is like flying in the air. You haven't felt that before?
No, miss.
Air presses down on us from all sides. So it is pushing. The air is pushing. Look at the illustration here. Let's watch this video. How does temperature affect air movement? You're riding in an elevator and suddenly you can hardly hear. You swallow. This is something we used to do. When we cannot listen, we swallow. Tragamos. Saliva. We swallow saliva. And that's how, and our ears make pop. Oh, much better. Now you can listen better. What caused your ears to pop? That's called air pressure. Air pressure and wind. The earth is surrounded by a layer of air. Air is made of matter and has mass. Air presses down on the surface of the earth and on you too. This pressing down of air is called air pressure. Copy this definition, please. Meanwhile, I continue explaining. Usually you don't notice the pressure of air. This one, the glossary, the air pressure.
Okay, thank you.
Meanwhile, I am reading and explaining this. Copy this definition. Air pressure. Usually you don't notice the pressures of the air, but you do notice its effects. Copy, Isabella. If you have ever flown in an airplane, you may have felt the effects of air pressure. Yes, have you ever flown on an airplane?
Yeah, when the airplane is like this, it's like
high. When the airplane is
my ears, I can hardly hear, but I do this too, so I can hear better.
So sometimes we swallow saliva, or we bostezamos.
Yes, and so I hear in my ear.
The birds and the planes can fly because the air is because it's the air that it helps to fly.
So if you have ever flown in an airplane, you may have felt the effects of air pressure. Yes, this is true. The change in air pressure pushes on your eardrum. Then when you swallow saliva, the eardrum makes a popping sound. As you go higher above the earth, the air pressure changes. When you are high above the surface of the earth, there is less air above you than when you are on the earth. Less air is pressing down on you. Therefore, the air pressure is lower. Air temperature also changes as you go higher above the earth. Since the surface of the earth hits the air above it, the air is warmer near the ground. Notice the changes in air temperature in the picture. On the picture on the left. Look at this one. This is the earth. This is the earth, this one. So the air here is warmer. Yes, in between, so we can like medium high is cooler, but up is colder. Air temperature also changes as you go higher above the earth. Since the surface of the earth heats the air above it, the earth is warmer. warmer near the ground. Notice the changes in air temperature in the picture on the left. As you go higher above the air, the air gets colder. If you finish copying the first glossary definition, copy this one, this number 2, and this number 3. Air pressures on the Earth's surface also changes. Changes in temperature cause changes in air pressure. As the air near the surface on the Earth becomes warmer, the particles of air move farther apart. The air becomes lighter and rises. Yes, have you ever seen air hot balloons? Air hot
Yes, miss.
balloons.
I go.
The balloon, the air.
These ones. Have you seen them?
Yes,
This
miss.
one.
I write in one.
You took a ride on it?
Yes.
Really?
On what?
Where did you take a ride on it? On one of these?
I feel like 3
Where?
years old. My father don't say me.
But in what place you took a ride?
I think in another country. Why you say?
But you were little boy? You was a little boy?
3 years old.
3 years old. I tried to take a ride when I
Yes, what is the name of the ride that you're talking about?
take a ride on a hot air balloon. These one are hot air.
I have never gone. I'm scared of that. I am scared of that.
But these balloons are heavy.
Yeah, the only thing I know that is something of heat that blows up and the balloon is floating.
Yeah, but how does it work? Because of the air.
Air pressure.
The air. Hot air is lighter. El aire caliente es más liviano que el aire frío. That's how it works. That's how hot air balloons work. Because inside the balloon, this balloon, there is a heater, hay un calentador that is heating the air. Is here. Let me see if I can show you this. This part is this part. This is heating the air. Is that is like you blowing air, but hot air. Eso le está inyectando aire, pero caliente. And those balloons are huge. So that's how they work. Wow. And they raise from the ground. It would be an amazing experience. I tried to do it when I visited Mexico. But due to the pandemic, due to COVID-19, due to COVID-19, it was closed. It was closed because.
Miss, if my mom told me one day that I'm gonna go to that, I'm gonna. How you say this, Maya, in English?
Faint. You're gonna
faint. I'm gonna faint because I'm scared of heights.
Okay, question. Sebastian, did you copy the 3 definitions? Did you copy the 3 definitions?
Yes.
You have to show me your work at the end of the class. So you better copy. Okay. So here it says the lighter air pushes down on the surface of the earth with less pressure. A low pressure area forms. Cold air is heavier than warm air. Its matter is more closely packed together. It pushes down harder on the Earth's surface than warmer air does. Therefore, a cold air mass is called a higher pressure area. As you can see in the picture, it moves. Air moves from a place with higher pressure to a place with low pressure. That's what it indicates here in this diagram. This is wind. The air is warm, so rises in the air. When the air is high in the sky, gets cold. It is cooler,
Cold.
más frío.
True, because
Está más
me,
frío.
it's true, Miss, because when I went to United States, I touched the window of the airplane and it was cold.
Yeah. So what happened? What happened there? When the air is not so warm, gets cold, it is heavier, so sinks. Se viene, miren, se va, viene para abajo. That's what happened. That's how it works. When the cold air is close to the earth, to the ground, cuando está cerca otra vez del suelo, the air warms again, se vuelve a calentar and goes up. And that's like water cycle.
We need to copy
The three definitions. As you can see in the picture, air moves from a place with high pressure to a place with low pressure. The moving air is called wind. When the cooler air from a high pressure area sinks toward the earth, it causes wind. Then you feel a nice, cool breeze. Wind blows from an area of high pressure to an area of low pressure. So you have to copy the definitions. I have them here. Air pressure, the amount of air.
We don't need to copy that because we copy in the last.
Yes, you already copied them. If you did it, you don't have to copy from here.
Yeah.
But if you didn't finish, copy from here, please. Air pressure is the amount that air presses or pushes on anything. Low pressure area is a place, because it's an area, a place where warm air rises and pushes down on the earth's surface with less pressure. High pressure area, it's a place where cool air sinks and pushes down on the earth's surface with more pressure. These are the three definitions you have to copy. Remember that you have to show me. So don't lose time, please.
I finished, Miss.
You have to show me. Who is copying?
This class is...
Miss Isabela.
Isabela.
Finish
Sebastián
copying,
is
Maria
copying
Jose.
too.
I copy from the book.
Good job.
Well, I copy when you show the book.
Thank you. Remember that in science you have no homework this week. Guys, thank you for your attention.